me tell you a cautionary tale. Listen, maybe it's a story about a boy named Thomas. He was a baby, his first words were not mama nor papa. No, instead, he opened his lips and he said, as much as I can get. Then he turned 2, he was already walking with grace. He already knew when to cry and when to smile on his face. He turned 3 and started learning the basics of math. His parents got him a tutor so he could master the craft. Age 4, he's starting to read more and understand. Age 5, he's learning writing and gets a reprimand. Son, you gotta learn to stop being the runt. You're in last right now and you gotta learn to get to the front. Now he's 6 and he gets placed in accelerated classes. 7 years old and he's top 5, top of the masses. He's age 8 and gets boosted a grade for straight A's. 9 years old and he starts learning the cyber interface. 10 years old and he starts to develop his code. 11, he's making algorithms to predict crypto. 12, 13, he's making adjustments to his software to account for billionaire investments. He might strike gold. Now he's 14, he's made a couple thousands of dollars. He's not an adult, but his income starts to flourish and flower. 15, and his coding job has got him a wage. He's making 50K a year, but to his family's pocket change. 16, and he chooses to work on different passions. He sells off his small business, making some good cash. 17, and he takes his money and buys him a car, fills it with gas, and joy rides into the stars. He's 18, he has plenty of the money and gold. But where does he go now? Does he go for his goals, or does he go for that I love you or I'm proud of you, son? His father tells him that he doesn't have a big enough sum. He decides to go head first into being a winner. He pays off the police to look away from his trigger. Then he starts distributing the cocaine and some firearms to the criminal underworld and to all the random cons. 19, and he rats to the cops. Tell on the druggies, it's a dog-eat-dog system, and he's the bigger puppy, killing with an iron fist at anyone that tries to rat. Then goes ahead and does the same thing behind their back. He's 20 years old and he has a hand in the government. 21, he finds himself a spouse with his influence. 22, and he uses 10,000 to blow his nose. When asked about his riches, he just says he makes the money grow. 23, he's in the house as cash bought him a vote. He's 24, he's in the cabinet, respected the most. The fear he brought inside the system with his money and guns. No one wants to say no when they're presented with funds. 25, he's got a syndicate of crime to his name. 26, his mother says he should expand to more lanes, so he gets his hands into the nuclear out of pain, and he sells his shells to foreign clients and claims his pay. 27, he manipulates business as his domain. He makes it rain, he benefits from people's chains. 28, 29, he continues to make commands. He's got the whole economy inside of his hands. He continues to pack thousands of bricks of cocaine, and he's making 10,000 bricks of cash to his name. Everywhere you look inside of his brain, it's all the same. It's cash, gold, and Rhapsody tries to squeeze out the game. He turns 30, he gets a call from the hospital ward. I'm sorry man, but something bad has happened, it's in the morgue. Somebody collapsed, we look closer and it's your mom. We tried to save her, but I'm sorry, she's gone. Damn. 31, he starts spending to keep his father safe. 32, and he can't help but start to lose his faith. 33, he gets a call from in front of the grave. I'm sorry son, but your dad's dead from bullets and blades. 34, he starts preparing to go to war and kill every last person who killed who he adored, who killed his only chance to hear I'm proud of you son. Now this is one man who has lots of money and guns. He goes ahead and creates his criminal organization, a group of gang members under the role of which he is paying. He's 35, he has all of the riches inside the world, but he feels as if he has nothing to lose going forward. He starts drinking a ton, he puts his business to arms, hiring hitmen and assassinations to play his cards. He's dropping body after body, officially lost his calm. 36, and he's still looking for other people to harm. 37, and he strikes again against an enemy gang. He hires mercenaries to run with him. Dirty, he plays the game. 38, and this gang war is still going on. There's no sight of an end, there's no way to move on. 39, and he gets involved inside a shootout. He takes a bullet to the spine into the hospital now. His doctor says he's paraplegic and he won't be walking, he won't be feeling his legs, and he must be cautious. Game over. Let me tell you a cautionary tale. It's a story about a man named Thomas, whose age was 40. He used to live a life that was considered so grand. He has all of the money and all of the fans. 41, he couldn't walk, certainly not with grace. At 42, he didn't have a smile sad on his face. At 43, he still couldn't really understand why was it that his parents had to be taken from his hands. 44, he won't ever be lectured, it's done. 45, he won't ever hear "I'm proud of you, son." 46, he won't ever be as successful as he was. He won't ever make as much from dealing crack in the guns. 47, and his wife dies. Gang-related violence. Usually his money talks, but it's stunned into silence. 48, 49, it's all the same to him now. He used to live inside the White House, advising the crown. Listen up. This isn't just a story, this is a warning for real life. We all chase the money, but sometimes it's unwise. It gets into our mental and we chase till we die. Society is based off the money, so much it rewires our brains to not have empathy or care for some lives. Cause if we make a bag, who cares if somebody dies? But is a Lamborghini really worth some innocent minds? Some innocent people with innocent wives and innocent spouses and husbands alike? And don't think that it's not you, we're all inside the fight. That's right, it includes me and she and him and you. And without this tale, it might be humanity too. Big number 50, and he's driven back to his home. It's raining. He's soaking wet as he wheelchairs back and groans. He takes his daily pills to account for the pain, but he doesn't sleep yet. He figured how to break the chains. He goes to his nightstand that's placed on the first floor, and he curses the world, and he curses his bands. He goes to open the nightstand, opens the first drawer. He grabs something, he's got a solution wrapped in his hands. It reads 50 Action Express. He holds to his dome. 50, what an ironic number, cause it's how far he's grown. It's the same amount he made when he was 15. It's so fitting cause it's at his head, just like the green. And he finally understands who he lived as. He was an extension of his parents, grasping at validation and approval. He was told that he was last, and his parents didn't leave him praise. They didn't let him laugh. He was the kid whose first words were "as much as I can get." He curses them. This is who he lived as, in regret. Then he presses on the trigger and lets the blood money fall. Thomas is me, and he's you. The greed comes for us all.